Hello, and welcome everybody to an episode of the Stanley Parable. We're gonna be playing this today because Dr. Langowski, the tiger, and the terribly cursed emerald turned out to be like a 15-minute game. And I was planning to have that spread out over 2 days, but with only 15 minutes there's really no point in that. So instead we're gonna have a fun little run of the Stanley Parable. I've played this game extensively. I know all of the endings, but I haven't played it in a while, so I don't really know any. I don't remember most of the endings now. So wait a second. My microphone feels really okay. Yeah, this feels better. This feels better. This feels a lot better. Yeah. All right, let's begin the game. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Loading. This is taking a long time to load already. Where? Okay, yep, progress. I don't remember this being so slow to load. Right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Not a single
No
order.
one showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very
Strange.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
You know, I could just stand here and close the door, and also is it under audio, sound quality? I know. Closed captioning. You can change the caption language. Oh, okay. Subtitles only. Full captions. Let's do subtitles only because this is a YouTube video. We're probably gonna want some subtitles. Oh no! I closed the door. Now I can't open it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Double rainbow all across the sky. What could it mean? What could it mean? Oh look, there's like a maintenance place over there. Maintenance tunnel. Username access. There are a bunch of computers here. You can click them and it does something. I don't remember what. And I don't want to find out because today we're gonna be a good little drone. Wait, did I actually do a Let's Play of this before? I don't think so.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yep. Sounds right to me. Yet
there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling
fired.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other co-worker. Use the slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. I see they didn't include any Asian people in this demographic. Number of slides on this slide. Ooh, a large number of charts. But there's also charts and slides. Weird. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market paradigms, I want to say. Monetize free to play. Yeah, that sounds like a game company, alright. Broom closet? Now this sounds like potential for adventure.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I still feel like my voice is a bit loud. Like, it shouldn't be that loud.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Could go downstairs instead, but yeah, we're following the man. He sounds like he's a reasonable person. Executive bathroom. Oh yeah, right, this is the bathroom. You can't enter that place unless you do something very specific. I forget what.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What
Yes,
he could
I'm
not
wondering.
have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can't possibly know this. How would I know? How would I know this? Maybe there's a clue around
Stanley
here.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yes.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes, it's truly an amazing coincidence, and it's a wonder, a marvel, surely. I feel like there was another way to go here.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to
Frick?
question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Yeah,
This
what?
question would not go unanswered for long.
Why do I feel like this? Why is this a thing now? I don't like
Stanley
being
walked
able
straight
to
ahead
question.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fine. Fine. We're going along with what you say, big man. Let there be light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Doop, doop, doo, 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 doo. Wow, this place is big. Well, there's a button.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
Fired.
nature revealed.
Oh
Each
no,
bore the
104 was
number of an
fired.
employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh yeah, this is such a terrible realization, really. What's that walkway all the way up there? Huh.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, there's 2 fired people. 104 and 601. Poor bastards.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he
Love a
truly
narrator in
spent
this.
his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, I really love this guy. I love
Was
how
proof,
he's like
the
really...
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Beep boop. Boop. Boop boop. Beep beep. Yeah, alright. Facility power. Alright. Going over here. Mind controls, idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Really? Yeah, alright.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the
Why
chamber,
can I not
he realized
jump?
none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Let
No
it
longer would
go.
anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I wonder if I can refuse this bit. I've never actually tried. Oh,
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
no, good ending. Very good ending. See, people, that's what happens when you just follow along with what everyone else says. This is what happens when you don't think. This is what happens when you just listen. And we're back already. Alright. Once more into the breach.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This time the narrator is a little bit abbreviated.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope, not this
This
time,
was not the
fuckface.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ah, yes, the employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Alright, enjoy the rest of the 5 minutes of this let's play.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yep, totally worth it. Don't worry, dude. I'm gonna keep going.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Those left, you say? Nah, don't think so.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, right?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. Fuck you. I know exactly what happens when you just stay on the elevator and it takes you up there and you go through the door. Something. I don't like that ending. It's a terrible ending. It's a stupid ending. 2B1. Ha! 2B1. 2B1 with who?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, fuck it.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, there it is.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yep.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You know, I could refuse him, but this seems exciting all of a sudden.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay, the Stanley Parable. Worldwide leaderboard. Ooh, sweet. Good old Neil. Skid. Nicho Nacho. Voila. Oh, yes, all of these awesome players. Wow. Did you know that 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence? Wow. Only the worst 3 of players choose the below door. Only the worst 3%. Okay. Did you just want me to go through here? Oh.
Would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Kind of want to give him a 5 this time.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
All right. Give it to me, boy.
In this game,
Oh shit, not this game.
towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
4?
Be sure
Oh
to keep
yeah,
notes
right.
on your experience.
Oh my god, this is annoying. Oh my god. You can actually do this for 4 hours, but I don't want to.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because
To spite
if it's the
you,
latter,
mostly.
well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
And
Well,
suddenly
Stanley,
we're in
is this any
Minecraft.
better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I feel very
But
ashamed.
you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Alright. As you say, crazy game person. There aren't even any cows around.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Whoop, 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 whoop,
Oh,
whoop,
no,
whoop.
no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
New game, just as he says. What's gonna happen next? Oh, gosh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
This is Portal without the portals.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Yes! I can actually pick things up.
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough.
Whee! Whoa. Whoa, what? Where the heck am I? I don't I swear I've played this ending before, but I don't remember what this is. Oh gosh, this is dark. That's way too dark. Oh god, I fell off, I fell off, I fell off! Okay. Okay, now we are just... I think we're just back. And everything is dark and kind of broken. What the heck? Pretty sure this is the way... Oh yeah, there's a light, there's a light, there's a light. Okay. Four to 7. Excellent. Anything I can do in here? No, apparently not. This is... Oh wait, do I just have to close the door? Cannot close the door. Okay. What just happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I really like the direction they went with this game. And... okay, it's reloading, I think. Okay, that's just gonna be it for today. I hope you somewhat enjoyed this. If you don't know the Stanley Parable, go and play it. You can even still download the demo for it, and the demo is like an entirely different experience from the actual game. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. This was an extra long episode, just because Dr. Langowski turned out to be such a short game. And until next time, I say goodbye. Bye bye.